homes and in frail care and in palliative care do not count as a COVID victim.
Now,
Where is the decimation?
Chris, can I get us back onto the track? Because basically what's happening is that the last 2 years, they've been using the suppression and the tactics they're using to try and make us basically compliable. In other words, we're being suppressed, and we're starting to, it's part of the brainwashing to make us submissive to what they want to take us. And this is why we want to go in a completely different direction as a group. And food security is obviously incredibly important. And that's one of the areas that is going to be, I think, targeted in the future by these people, making our food security at risk. Because if they can do that, then they've basically got us by the proverbials. Now, tell us about the importance of us as individuals when it comes to prepping, having food security, access to healthcare, education, etc., etc. What can people do to actually maintain that?
Scott, we are the first thing, this thing, what I'm proposing, what we're proposing, and what we're looking at is quite complex. It's forming a totally alternate parallel economy in every facet. Now, that's not going to happen overnight. We're even talking about, you're going to be probably forbidden to even enter banks or do banking if you don't get your vaccination. That's how you can see where this is going. Discovery Health and all these kind of guys with mandating things. So, Scott, if we do not realize this threat that is coming our way, and some people might be saying, oh, another conspiracy theory, they are going to starve you. They're going to make your life an absolute living misery hell. Your employers are going to, especially your corporate ones, are going to insist on the vaccination. This is going to become absolutely compulsory. So what do we do about it? We want to create an alternate system so that if they do turn us away and they do try to block us, and they do somehow in South Africa manage to get to a critical mass of what I would assume it would be 60%, that probably then start really enforcing it quite rigidly. But I'm delighted for the first time ever. First time in 27 years, Scott, I am absolutely delighted to say that I am in the Rainbow Nation. I had never thought I'd ever say those words in public. But I'm so pleased that I am in the Rainbow Nation, because the rainbow is finally turned into its true colors. And sadly, as I said in 1994, and I'll say again now, 7 shades of shit. That is the Rainbow Nation. And I am very happy to be here, because they they couldn't organize
a barbecue at a park.
Exactly. So, whereas in Australia you have a very efficient government and efficient, and that is a detrimental thing at this stage. So I'm very, very, very happy that I'm in South Africa right now for the first time ever. I'm very pleased, because I obviously, very often thought about immigrating. So, but we mustn't rule out the United Nations getting involved, if our guys are too incompetent. I see they are already moving around. Don't discount the fact that the UN could get involved in this, so that would make it a bit more difficult.
Right.
But it's coming our way. So the action plan I want to get into, Scott, and all this information that we're going to be discussing is available. I've had this available since the last time in January when I came on. And there was a nice reaction, and I thought, okay, well, here we go, it's going to take off, and then it sort of fizzled out. Well, now 8 months on, I gave us 9 months then. I gave us, fortunately, as I say, the incompetence, I underestimated the incompetence of the authorities we have. I thought by now they would have been far more advanced, but they're not. And so at this stage, this information I had 8 months ago. Now, I'm going to repeat. We didn't really go into the detail of it last time. We were more or less going to sort of start forming working groups, which I have done. I've got a studio set up. This is still very makeshift. And it'll be a working group to implement this what I'm talking about now. And as I say, this information will be ready for you. Anybody interested in black and white, I've got all the information for you.
Now,
it's
Chris,
available free.
What sort of skills and people are you looking for this working group? Tell us what type of skills you need.
What we're looking for is, obviously phase 1 is immediate food security. That's our phase 1. And that's what Israel attended to first when they were off the